Okay, dear viewers, today we are here as usual. We are going to be discussing about the issue concerning our economy, the issue concerning our society. We are here in Entebbe, and as we've been talking about the influx of refugees in Entebbe Municipality, and also how the community is welcoming them and how our leaders have been able to understand and also be able to legislate some ordinance, some laws, and some kind of initiative to see that the refugees from Sudan are able to live peacefully and also coexist with our community in Entebbe. Last week we heard from the Entebbe Municipal Council Division B that one of the proposals by the member, the Honorable Councillor, was to see how the refugees who are participating in the economy, who are doing business, can be able to, first of all, to be regulated or be able to treated differently from the citizen. So today we want to look at how that one with our local level lawmakers is going to be taken or is shared. At this platform we always have views which are free, personal views and the views of our leaders sometimes. So it's a free media platform. To us here we have the Right Honorable Entebbe. You are welcome to our Aled Media.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mugabe.
Yeah, that's Right Honorable, the Deputy Speaker, and also have the Honorable Councillor, Mr. Amil Sekandi. Yeah, Mr. Amil Sekandi, you can greet the people.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Sekandi, the Councillor. Thank you, Mr. John, for hosting.
Our councillor, first of all, we thank you for this great opportunity for giving time to our program. As usual, we have been, as a center here, we have been trying to help many refugees and the South Sudan because we believe in, first of all, peace, we believe in tolerance. We believe also that refugees are also people like us, so wherever they are safe, they enjoy liberties. But mostly us and me as an individual have appreciated. This time the refugees we are having from Sudan, they are not like other refugees. They are coming with skills, they are coming with enterprising mind, they are coming not to be beggars here where they are looking for safety, but they want to be part of the market, they want to be productive. So how, as you leaders, how are you perceiving that, Mr. Amiri?
Thank you, Mr. John. First and foremost, you know, no one likes to walk in their places of stay.
Yeah.
Right now, our brothers and sisters came because of the ongoing war in their country. They came with such minds that we talked about, but when they came here, they found a small economy which is open to everyone, because you know Uganda is good at starting new jobs, or good at small startups. But when these people came, they came with the very ideas which are in the country or which are in the locality.
Yeah.
So, take an example of Chitoro Market. You have most of what we sell there is food.
Yeah.
Be it cooked or raw. So these neighbors, all these refugees when they came, I'm sorry, I don't want to use the word refugee,
but they are okay.
Some time back I was also one of them. But when they came, they came with their customers. Actually, they came to satisfy their customers. But in the long run, the locals also buy their stuff. The thing is, me as a councillor, when I bought that issue in our council, when they bought their stuff, the local people started testing their stuff. For sure, it was far better than ours.
True.
And when it came to the eyes and ears of our locals, he started hyping the products of their people than those of ours. And you know, the locals always complain to the leaders. So when I got the complaints, I had to talk to my fellow leaders about that issue.
Yeah.
I was like, is there a way of maybe when they are giving them license, so that they can look at these people in a certain class than getting licenses of the same which are like ours. No, like let me give an example. In Europe, a license of any person to operate like a business, maybe 200.
Yeah, 200,000 per year. What?
And the same refugees also paying 200. Yet, when the council, the services, they cater, they work only to cater for their natives.
Yeah.
But when the same refugees are also benefiting from our services, at the same time, they are taking all the opportunities around. So when I gave the complaint,
yeah,
it's okay. The way they answered was a bit different because when the meaning of the word refugee is also different. But they told us that it is the government to cater for those people. When they come to our country, the government registers them and give them places of stay and upkeep. But when you look at our country, it is different.
Yeah.
So what they could afford was to give them free way,
yeah,
so that they can provide for themselves.
Exactly. Yeah. So, Honorable, before I go to the Right Honorable Speaker, I'm seeing you are so worried about the quality of their products, which seems to be out-competing our local businesses. So how are you worried with that? Me as an individual, I would think, as a consumer, I'm now getting an opportunity to get a product which matches my taste. And then it is also wakening up our own locals who have been making low quality products. So how is that a concern to your side?
What you're saying would be true if you had natives who are ready to compete. But our natives are not ready to compete. Their morale was put down. That you leaders, you are allowing foreigners to come and outcompete us, yet you know this is the only way for us to survive. So when they started that, I had to go to the leaders above us so that we can talk it out.
Okay.
But the moment we are from COVID, people are just coming back to their own. So the moment someone comes with a better option, these people are going to be discouraged, and what will come at the end will be insecurity.
Okay.
That's why I had to bring that idea.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, Honorable Speaker, you've heard from the Honorable Amili Sekandi and his concern about the product. And as we're in background talking, you're one of the person who have tasted the product of our brother and sister from Sudan. And what is your view on their product versus ours? Do we need to put laws so that we penalize them for producing good quality while competing ours?
Thank you, Mr. Mugabe. Our viewers, my name is Entebbe Fiona. I represent Lugonja Nachuogo. I'm the Deputy Speaker, Division B. Now, before I reply you, who a refugee is? A refugee is a person that comes illegally or legally from his or her country to a foreign country. There are very many things that causes what? People to go into other countries to become refugees. But now, I'm so surprised to Uganda, my country. Uganda is a country that prioritizes refugees than the natives. And that is not what we want. And what my colleague has said is still, it is the government to take care, to give them medication, food, what, meaning somebody who comes with the ability to start up a business. Indeed. Can that one be called a refugee? What we can do, we can say or call them, those are business people, they are entrepreneurs, they are investors. But now, the issue of competing with our people, it might be not true. Because now, when we look at the people in Chitoro specifically, because that is now the center town for Entebbe, refugees they came, they started the business, not even the authorities knowing. Because now there are rules and regulations governing those departments. It would be better. Now, do they pay taxes? To who and how much, and who regulated that? And to the extent that their products that test, it is so much superb compared to ours. So it is good that they're doing a good activity that is increasing on our tax base. But now how they're doing it might not be right. What we need is them to go through the right ways and to be treated special, because those are not refugees. They're just using the name that they're what? Refugees. But what we want, if the investors, let the word be used correctly, that the investors, and let them go through the right channels, because what they're doing is right, as you said. I'm one of the people that tested their products. And I am so grateful. Their product is so much better than ours. But now, where are we leaving our people that were found in that same business?
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Members and viewers there, you know that in Entebbe, we have more than 500 refugees from Sudan because of the war which is happening in Sudan. I want to bring a story from Mohammed, who is a refugee here in Entebbe, and she ran away from her country as the whole village was getting bombed. And what she managed to run away was something like $100, something like 370,000 Uganda shillings. And she came looking for safety, and she entered Uganda. She went and she registered with the office of the Prime Minister, and then she said, I'm going to find my way out, how I settle, because she couldn't love a life to be in the camp where she's not going to be useful. When she came with the 370, she bought some flour and whatever to start making breads. And today, as I speak, even the locals have started buying her bread. The lady who started with the 370 is now in 800,000. And her business is growing, and people are getting good breads for the tea, for the whatever. So that person is a refugee, but is an entrepreneur. So you have called them investors. I would disagree. They are not yet investors, but they are people who are looking for, how do I thrive and live without begging you, Speaker, without begging you, the council. So how are we going to cut off their entrepreneurship because they are refugees in the name of helping the community to live, our own locals, my brothers and sisters, who are, one, I should boldly speak about this, who are not appreciating competition, who want me or you to be fighting for them instead of making sure that their products are good. The businesses are registering at the council. The market which has been empty. Today I have, as a Chamber of Commerce person, I have seen 8 applications. People want to occupy the spaces which the locals had deserted, they abandoned even. So, our dear local councillors, isn't this a great opportunity for our community to receive the talents, the gift and the entrepreneurship which we've been lacking?
Thank you, Mr. Mugabe. You might be true to a certain extent, but what we want, like the lady you have spoken about, she went and she registered. She's known. She's known. What we want is these people, before starting the businesses, to go to the authorities responsible, like I can say. Do the LC chairpersons know them? Do the councillors know about them? Does the division know about them? Neither does the municipality. So what we want, for them to start the businesses, when the local authority is responsible, no. And we engage the people that are found in the same business, such that the people, the natives, get ready for competition. Like the tea you said, we have never gotten any restaurant making that tea. But now if we engage people in the same business, like the restaurants, we engage them, we introduce these people to them, they are doing this. If the natives don't come in also to improve on the quality, So there shall be nobody to be blamed about that.
Okay.
But what we want is to go through the right channels and to treat them until they get involved and used to the culture, norms and customs of the area.
Okay, great. Honorable, on the same issue.
Thank you. Now, Entebbe is not a border. Okay, it's a border via Entebbe Airport. But when you look at the people who came, they came and they occupied the expensive houses in Entebbe. They came, they rented most of the expensive places to work from, most of them. Look at Leisure Park, look at the container village in Chitoro.
Yeah.
Each stall in the container village is 500. Now when you look at where they sleep, it's also around 500 apartments, 500 plus. Now you call such a person refugee, who is competing with the person who sleeps in Lugonjo in a place which is rented at 50,000. You don't call that a refugee, you call that an investor. Then when you look at the competition is okay as long as these people, when refugees come to a place, first and foremost, they first register themselves with the local authorities in that very place. When we were discussing that issue at the division level, the division town clerk and her committee didn't know any figure about concerning them. Actually, she was also asking the clerk to council, the clerk, the Gongola chief, who also didn't know anything. Now, look at such people who are privileged, and they also those who are not privileged. Because maybe their country like boarded them on a plane and brought them to Entebbe. Maybe they give them some small money to come and start.
Oh, they were saving before.
They were saving.
They had to run with some of their saving.
When you look at those of which are privileged and look at Muhammad lady you talked about, they are different. The Muhammad lady and her family, they may be starting small, which is good. But let her start in the right channels. Because tomorrow, enforcement may come and close her shop or anything, where she works from. The enforcement from council may come and close, you don't go with the license. And when you reach to a place whereby you don't share the same language, it will be difficult for her.
Exactly.
So when she introduces herself to the municipal or division, things will be okay. And another thing, when these people came to our locality, I don't know if it's the government, but when we talk about that issue, they say it's a security issue, which is not okay. You say it's a security issue when you're competing with them in shops, the market, everything.
Yeah, Honorable, we should also, people are looking at it as a different. A refugee has a right by the convention, the refugee convention gives them a right to even education, a right to labor. They can get a permit and work. And then also, when a refugee is running away from war, every country has to open up border for his or her safety. So our country, you know, we are one of the biggest refugee hosts known in the whole world. If not number 2, we are number 3. And then the refugees whom we are used to, these are refugees from South Sudan mainly, who can go in the camp. They come without any skill, without any talent, without any ability. What they resort to is to bring them food and eat, sleep and do whatever. They go to some camps in Bidibid and whatever. This one, Sudan has been having a good economy compared to ours. And the people who are coming, these are people who have been part of the affluent society, the business people, who in their own way of work, they used to save. But they were forced to leave their country for their safety because of the shells all over. So when they come, they are not coming empty-handed. They are coming as lawyers, they are coming as people with experience in business. So now it is this is what I believe, because the government has permitted them, all of them have a refugee permit. All of them have a travel permit. All of them have a right. That's why some of their children are here working. Then it is the council to go to the Prime Minister's office, the refugee office, and ask for the database. How many refugees have you apportioned who are living in Entebbe who have registered? Recently, we were invited to train them. But also, this is the case. We are helping many to integrate in the community. They are registering. And many of them are conscious of some kind of pockets of racism. So they are trying not to dodge any law. They are registering. The challenge they are telling us they are facing, they are victims of their own quality goods they give. The community is resenting them because the local customers are getting more attracted to them. Then another thing is, when they have come in a society which has also poverty. They are sleeping in flats and whatever, not because that is what they want. They were sleeping in more good houses with ACs, with swimming pool. Now here they are sleeping, 4 of them in a small flat with 2 house rooms. But for us, we are thinking they are living better. This is not the best life they are living. So, as we are bringing this to the end of the refugee, what I would like you to, as policy makers, to let them enjoy their rights, the right to be innovative, the right to education, and the right to compete freely. We are not judging them basing on their status as refugees. If they have followed the whole law, let them encourage our community to start also competing. And you as leaders, I don't know how you're going to limit their enterprising, because I'm telling you, after 5 years, we may see them making factories here. But we don't want those factories to be burnt by locals. How are you going to bring the tempers of the locals to understand that I don't need to be helped, my goods to be sold? I need to also start thinking this South, this Sudan is going to bring good clothes, affordable.
Thank you, Mr. Mugabe. What I think about that, it still takes me back to the other issue I told you. When we follow and walk through the right steps, we follow through the right authorities concerning the issue of refugees, I think we shall come to the right channel. And the issue, the law of supply or demand, we know very well quality is among it. It is among the influences that influence demand. Nobody will leave something that is not of quality. And no, nobody that will leave something of quality and goes for something that is not of quality. What we want, we embrace their coming and we embraced it. But what we want to know, to engage them with the community through the right authorities and procedures. In case they begin their businesses, we shall be ready to embrace them, we shall buy their things, but after engaging the natives of this country. And another thing, concerning still, when we look at the area where they are residing, mostly in Lugonjo, the houses are not all that expensive. But what we want them to be, to comply with the people around them, to know the do's, the don'ts, the local leaders to know them, and also the people surrounding them. I think that will help us.
Yeah, Honorable, what initiative you as a leader of Lugonjo are you bringing? Because some of them are scared. They are not so much free. Like me, if I go to Sudan and I'm a refugee there, it will not be easy for me to open up to the community. But you as leaders, which initiative are you coming up to integrate these people, to understand our culture, our norms, our practices, and they also feel free? One of the father of 2 children who have been playing soccer in their own country told me, how can my children be able to also go and play soccer to this pitch and also volleyball with others? I said I will talk to the leaders and also see how do we do that together.
First of all, I'm so glad that the Sudanese are black like we are. Meaning
there are those who are Arabs there. Like.
No. Now we say are the same blood despite of the color. One thing I want them to know, we have levels. We have LC1, we have LC2, we have LC3, up to. the member of parliament.
Exactly.
Now, if they go to the LC1, because it is your responsibility, you're new in the area, you have to go to the LC1s. Because now if you go to the LC1, automatically, the leaders will have known you. Because we know these are the leaders that we stay with them. Then you LC2, we are their representative at the divisions. So they should not get scared. But what we want them to do, the right channels only. That is where our concern is. When they go through the right channel, everything shall move on smoothly. Okay,
thank you very much. As we are going to wind up, we'll look at Honorable, the issue of them living a good life compared to our locals, yet they are refugee. How are you as leaders going to let the people understand that everyone needs to live his own life?
Thank you, Mr. Jim. First and foremost, before I answer that, there are things we can't limit. Which are fundamental. The mind, be it a prisoner, be it a kid, you can't limit their mind. So entrepreneurship is a mind also. You find an entrepreneur who will be thinking of a different way in a different situation. You may be in war when he's thinking money. You're running for your life, when for him is like planning how to bring each this side where the war is. So for the sake of like entrepreneurship, the thing is, I will add my government maybe to sensitize the locals. That Uganda is no longer a country of only Ugandans, but a global village where anyone can access. So look at these people, the refugees. They have traveled places. Their minds are way broader than ours at the moment. So we should encourage our government, actually task it to sensitize the locals.
Okay, great.
And on the issue of the question you've asked, maybe the office of the Prime Minister, we should maybe write as leaders, we should write to the office of the Prime Minister. The places where these people are, maybe they should improve on the facilities. Now we've talked about the father of two boys who are playing soccer. Look at our Entebbe Division B. You may find, or maybe there are 2 soccer academies which are even private. Maybe the government should work upon improving on the lives of the locals. Maybe these people could also improve on theirs. In the long run. They should also sensitize the locals to live with others. Because at the moment we are going in a place whereby we will be seeing these people as threats in the near future. The government doesn't work on it very soon.
Thank you very much. Our dear viewers, this has been a great opportunity where we are discussing issues concerning our society, issues concerning our economy, and also our governance. Today we've been able to have the leaders who have been steering and also ensuring that our community gets better. But also the issue of the refugee is still very pertinent. As Africa as a continent, we believe that we are one, and as we need to see that we don't have war, we need to see peace, because we are living in the times where there are no more borders and we don't have to close our borders. But as we are winding up, we shall just get a word, closing remarks, or last word from our honorables concerning we love so much to see that economy. This is going to encourage the people who are there to be able to accept the free market, which allows everyone to sell or buy what he wants without any regulation, without any limit. And this is a refugee month. It was a refugee month. June has been a refugee month, and International Refugee Day was on 21st. So we are celebrating the coexistence as Africa and as human beings together. So we would like to send a message, because we are going to be able to, we are viewed by some refugees, and I know some of them are sending comments and whatever. So tell them, encourage them about their safety here in you, that they are not going to be beggars, but they are going to live with life with dignity. In 1 minute.
Thank you. Our dear refugees, though we've spoken that on the other side, but we still welcome you, because we don't know what will come tomorrow to our countries also. But what we want is to wish you the best and to follow the right procedures. We are in East Africa, and you also belong to East Africa. We are one people, for God and my country.
Yeah, Honorable.
Dear viewers, my message is a bit different. Maybe you should visit the local authorities for your safety. Because Uganda right now is a safe place to live in, but it would be very absurd if your good heart is not catered for. You should visit the authorities so that you're known for your good safety. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Nothing to add on. I would like to thank our leaders. I would like also to thank our government for the peace which is enabling maybe us not to live also as refugees. And we thank all the institutions which are ensuring that we are able to coexist as people. But also at the individual note, we always encourage, because we are libertarian, we always encourage people to be responsible for their lives. We encourage people to be able to find means of living with dignity. And we also encourage people to be able to enjoy their liberties. And this is a space for discussing all these aspects. And today we've been having our local leaders, as we've been discussing about the influx of the refugee from Sudan here. So our viewers, thank you very much for the time, and we would like to thank our sponsors, the Fresh Media TV, the Aled Eclipse. We are so grateful, and also the Aled for ensuring that our programs are supported. We encourage many people to come on board to support this program. We also thank the schools which we have been able to at least sponsor this program. Jardine, we are so grateful. Jardine is a school which is located in Division A near Entebbe Wildlife Center, or the so-called zoo. They are teaching children about the qualities and the abilities, and also exposing them to the 21st century education. Thank you very much. We are so grateful. Yeah.